Hello again, and welcome back to Creons to Curiosity. Your mentor, Sakshi Bajaj. And in the last module, we have already explored the early intelligence and the incredible potential of your child in the early days. And I hope आपने बहुत enjoy किया होगा, वो homework किया होगा, right, together. And keep on doing it because ये सारी चीजें छोटी हैं देखने में but बहुत बड़ा काम करेंगे आपके बच्चे के लिए, right? So today I'm going to get into something really fascinating and essential for the growth, which is sensory exploration. So sensory plays an important, it's more than just a fun, basically. It is a powerful tool that nurtures your child's brain and shapes their ability to learn, interact, and thrive. सो व्हाट इज दिस सेंसरी एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड बहुत से टॉयज है मार्केट में जो मिल रहे हैं सेंसरी एक्सप्लोरेशन बढ़ेगा आपका 2000 का है ले लीजिए ओके सो ये है क्या सेंसरी एक्सप्लोरेशन इन्वॉल्व करता है बच्चे को इन द सेंसेस राइट विच इज लाइक साइट स्मेल साउंड टच एंड टेस्ट राइट टू स्टिमुलेट देयर ब्रेन्स एंड बिल्ड कनेक्शंस that will help them in learning and understanding the world, right? So whether it is a feeling of a texture of a sand, या फिर hearing different sounds, या फिर smelling new scents, right? हर एक experience जो वो बच्चा लेता है वो उसके लिए जिम से कम नहीं है, वर्कआउट से कम नहीं है उसकी ब्रेन के लिए, right? And these senses, children processes information and making sense for their surroundings. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next module in Creons to Curiosity series. Right today, again, my name is Sakshi Bajaj, your mentor, and we are going to get into the very exciting topic. It's one of my favorite topics, which is developing problem-solving skills through play. Right, and I'm very thrilled to share some insights and very easy activity that you can do right from your home, and you can support your child's natural ability to solve problems, right? So as we all know, problem solving is one of the most important skills our children can develop, and it helps them gain confidence, teach them to think independently, and even boost their creativity, right? So let's just get started by exploring why play in, how we can just do it in an incredible way to learn and do the problem solving skills with our child, right? So why problem solving through play? First of all, you should understand this कि क्यों ये जरूरी है, right? And खाली play से ही क्यों, right? So now when we talk about problem solving, it is easy to think it means solving maths problems or figuring out puzzles. But young children problem solving happens all the time in every small things that they do, especially through play. So when kids are playing, they're naturally drawn to exploring, testing, discovering new ways of doing things. Okay. So it is not only related to maths problem or figuring it out, the puzzles. So let's take a very simple example. Okay. Let's imagine करिए कि आपका बच्चा है and he is building a tower of blocks. Okay. They are trying stacking the blocks higher, higher and higher and higher until, it falls. Now they have faced a little problem. Okay. So the problem is that how can they build it again that it does not fall? Now, this is an important moment. Okay. They are thinking, testing ideas and figuring out things on their own. Right. कि वो कैसे कर सकते हैं कि अब ये next गिरे ना. Correct. And even though it may just look like a fun games, but their brain is working very hard forming connections that supports their memory, reasoning, and flexible thinking. So in these early days, the brain is growing, as I talked about it in the earlier modules as well, that it's so much into the phase of growing, adapting so quickly. So right now, your duty is to encourage your child. Okay. So by encouraging problem solving through play, we are giving them a safe and a fun way to exercise those important cognitive muscles which they have never thought of. So let's just jump into few more fun activities. Let's just check how you can do this in the easiest way without spending too much cost outside, and it will be simple, cost free, and fun loving. Okay, so आप कैसे कर सकते हैं? I will be sharing the PDF later, okay, at the end of the module, but don't refer to the PDF immediately. Listen what I'm saying, you will understand better, right? So you can do this way, a treasure hunt with everyday items. Okay, so this is the first activity. What you can do is, you can, using the activity items you have already have at home. Here is how it works. You hide few small toys, okay, or a household objects around the room, or give your child simple clue to help them find each one. Okay, so this clue can, can be say easy as saying it's near something soft, or you can use, maybe just go and check, maybe it is under the sofa, or can you just remove the curtain, maybe you'll get it right, or you can use some arrows or picture to let them to the little adventure. So what is happening here? The child is learning to follow clues, research, he's searching carefully, he's making the decision where to go and what now, what to look next. And there is the problem solving by thinking logically and testing the ideas in the low stakes and in a very fun way. Okay, so we have to encourage these things as the play, and encourage them to come up with their own ideas instead of saying, no, it's okay, no, it's not there. You might ask that, where else could it be? Now, this is an open-ended question, as I talked about it in the last module, in the language and communication module, that you start asking open-ended questions so they will think and answer. And once they do that, their curiosity, their vocabulary, their language skills will also increase. So, are you connecting the dots, parents? How is it and how fun is it? Is it going to be? Or, you can ask that, what do you think might be nearby, right? This way, they are practicing their problem solving skills and feeling proud of their discoveries, right? The next thing, the next activity that you can do is as a building challenge. Now, for this, you can use a plastic cups or a books or or any other stackable object that you have on hand. Okay, now the challenge is to build the tallest tower they can and perhaps create a bridge that can hold small toys. Now, this one is especially fun because it lets them experiment with balance, strength, and structure. So while they're stacking and building, they're also learning about cause and effects. And if towers falls down, they will figure it out why and they'll try again. So this is another fantastic way to encourage patience and resilience. Remember, it is okay if they think that it is not working in the first go, and they will try again. So encourage your child to rebuild and make adjustment. Okay. You could say, wow, I love how you are trying again. Or you can say, what do you think might happen? How you can make it stronger. Just think about it. Or praising their efforts rather than just seeing the results shows them that persistence is a big part of problem solving. Okay. So I hope, being a parents, we are on the same page, because I have gone through it, and I love the things that I do with Agastya, and I guess I'm passing the same thing to you. You will also do an adventures with your child. Now, the third is obstacle course adventure. Okay, obstacle course adventure is similar to an activity, which is more related to mini obstacles, right? So what you can do, you can create a mini obstacle course in your living room using pillow, furniture, or even a tape on the floor to mark out the pathways. Okay. Now your child's goal is to make it from one end to another. Okay. बीच में आप बहुत कुछ रख सकते हो, पिल्लो रख सकते हो, फर्नीचर रख सकते हो, टेप रख सकते हो, राइट? ऑब्स्टिकल दीजिए. ओके ना, उसको क्या है, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह तक जाना है. ओके, इससे क्या होगा? To make it more challenging, you could set a rule like, try to get through it without touching the floor. Okay, so this activity, or maybe आपको ऐसे रखना है, आपको ऐसे पास होना है कि आपको कोई भी चीजों में टच नहीं करना है. So this activity builds physical problem solving skills and requires them to plan each movement. Okay, they will be figuring it out how to move in a way that avoids and conquers each obstacle. So instead of showing them what to do next, try asking questions like, what could you try next? Or is there any other way that you could, go over this? So this is the way they will think. They will use their brain. Here the connections are building, and you have already done your part, asked open-ended questions and given a task which is fun-loving and of course cost-free. So this hands-on exploration is the perfect way for them to experience and solve little challenges, boosting their confidence along the way. Now, the fourth that you can do is maybe story-based problem solving. So this is the activity that can easily incorporate in your story time. Story-based problem solving. So next time when you are reading a book, Okay, try pausing whenever the character face a challenge. Ask your child, what would you do in this situation, Agastya? हाँ, अगर आप यहाँ पे होते तो आप क्या करते? क्या आप भी रैबिट की तरह सो जाते? Like that. How would you think? I mean, how would you think that you can solve this? उनसे पूछिए. So this will not only encourage creative thinking, but also it will let your child practice problem solving in an imaginative way, and they will start thinking through scenarios, situations, which will build their confidence in decision making. Right? So, how to encourage problem solving in daily life, right? कैसे आप ये daily कर सकते हैं? 4 तो activities मैंने आपको बताई हैं, मगर आप daily कैसे कर सकते हैं? Right? So now that we have a fun activity to try, आपके पास already मैंने आपको बता दिया, right? PDF is also there, you can download. Let's talk about how you can encourage problem solving skills in everyday interaction with your child, right? So how you can do it? First, ask open-ended questions, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया. Instead of giving them the solution right away, instead of giving them a close-ended questions, कि जिसका वो बस हाँ या ना ही आंसर दें, उनको ऐसे करके पूछिए that what do you think will happen if you try it this way, or how could you fix this, right? This encourage independent thinking and shows them that there is more than one way to solve a problem. Second, celebrate करिए उनके efforts, not just the success. Instead of praising them when they get it right, make sure to celebrate their attempts. You could say, I'm so proud of you, bacha, that you have tried it. I'm so proud of you that you're trying, right? But here, understand one thing, खाम खा छोटी छोटी बहुत छोटी छोटी जो चीजें वो कर रहा है, उसमें ओवर प्रेज नहीं करना. एक ओवर प्रेजिंग मत करना, अदरवाइज जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट, आप उसको बाहर के लिए तैयार भी कर रहे हैं बच्चे को. करेक्ट? बाहर जब जाएगा कॉम्पिटिशन इज रियली टफ. सो बहुत ओवर प्रेजिंग इज हार्मफुल, बट यू कैन प्रेज द चाइल्ड, right? So this builds their resilience and help them learn trying new things, and is just important as succeeding. So finally, the model problem solving in your life, right? When you encounter small challenges like forgetting an ingredient while cooking, कैसा होता है? Talk through your thought process. For example, you might say, I don't have this ingredient, ये मेरे पास नहीं है, सो मैं क्या यूज कर सकती हूँ? ये होता है ना, हम किचन में होते हैं, हम ये यूज करते हैं कि हमारे पास आ, आज टमाटर नहीं है, तो हम क्या करते हैं? हम थोड़ा सा नींबू डाल देंगे, थोड़ा सा विनेगर डाल देंगे खट्टा करने के लिए, या फिर हम टमाटो सॉस डाल देंगे. तो हम अपने आप से बात करते हैं, वही हमारे को, हमारे सेंसेस जो है हमारे को आंसर्स देती हैं, और हम प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करते हैं. सो ये है उनका नेचुरल बनाना है आपको. ये ऐसा नहीं कि बस 4 एक्टिविटी किया और हो गया. नेचुरली आपको उसको डेवलप करना है, राइट? सो हियर आई होप ऑल द पेरेंट्स, आपको समझ में आया मैं क्या बातें कर रही हूँ. सो हियर दैट इज द रीजन आई रियली वांट यू टू डू इट विद यू. And on this note, I'm wrapping up for this module. I really hope that you feel excited, because ये सारी activities आपको try करनी है अपने बच्चे के साथ, राइट? ऐसा नहीं कि बस हो गया. इफ अगर आपके पास नैनी है, आप उसको बोल सकते हैं, इंस्ट्रक्ट कीजिए नैनी को कि वो ऐसा करे, right? And see the difference, right? So I hope you feel excited about these simple activities that will encourage problem solving through play. Remember this, the goal is not just to make the things right in first go, but to explore, try and learn from each experience, right? So our homework PDF में दिया हुआ है, try करना है. Your goal is the same. कैप्चर करिए जो बेस्ट परफॉर्म करेगा इन टास्क में. आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू अ चांस टू कम ऑनलाइन इन फ्रंट ऑफ ऑल द पेरेंट्स जो मेरे हैं, राइट? जब मेरा वेबिनार होगा, एंड आई कॉल यू गाइज. जो पेरेंट मैं सिलेक्ट करूंगी, जो बेस्ट परफॉर्म करेगा एंड जो बेस्ट एफर्ट से परफॉर्म करेगा इन ऑल द एक्टिविटीज, राइट? आई एम गोइंग टू कॉल यू लाइव, and you will have the exposure of talking to different people and sharing your experience, right? So thank you so much for joining me in this module on problem solving. And remember, each of these little steps makes a big difference in your child's confidence, creativity. And in our next module, we will explore even more ways to support your child's growth through play. So I really can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye.